Herzlich willkommen zu einer neuen Folge unseres NBA 2K15 Let's Plays. Ich bin Rektalyn, ihr schaut Weplaygamesforu. Wir spielen zu Hause gegen die Boston Celtics. Letztes Spiel gewonnen, unverhofft. Vielleicht können wir hier wieder gut spielen, wir werden sehen.
Pacers looking to make the most out of their home court advantage here in Indianapolis. This game an interesting matchup for them, facing
eine kleine Serie wäre halt nice.
Looking to take a step forward. This is the type of game that
Super.
they've got to measure the progress with.
I think for the Pacers, their season hasn't been great and it hasn't been terrible. It's been fairly pedestrian. A few times it's looked like they're about to turn the corner, but they just haven't been able to sustain that winning momentum.
And I'm not quite sure why that is, because I think they've got the talent to be among the
Nichts mit Rebound.
Looks to me like it's not going to happen for them this year.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled
Super.
up and ready to go for this one. On the court for the Celtics.
Gut. Wir führen.
Wallace and Sullinger at the small and power forward spots, and it's Biombo at the 5.
Das ist schon mal awesome.
Sullinger a screen on Hill. Rondo kicks to Bradley.
Schön defenden hier.
Back to Rondo. Clock at 6, and there's the feed to Bradley, and it's Rodney Stuckey with the foul.
Komm, mein Junge, schön aufpassen hier auf die Kollegen. Gut. Vielleicht können wir in die Führung ausbauen. Wow, scheiße. Ach, schade. Der wäre eigentlich ganz gut gekommen.
Sullinger with a screen for Rondo. Bradley with the ball, picked up by Stuckey. Bradley against Stuckey. Shot clock at 6. And
Jawohl.
Sullinger, the bucket on the assist by Bradley.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Hill passes
Danke dir.
to Little General.
Komm. Oh, fuck. Wieso geht der denn nicht rein? Jawohl. Stil. Okay, wir haben den Ball. Das ist schon mal gut. Geh raus. Scheiße, ey, weißt du warum? Weil ach, Kacke. Reg mich nicht auf. Weil er mich ja nicht durchgelassen hat, ne? Dreckarsch. Ich hätte komplett auf die andere Seite gehen müssen. Stuckey hat gefoult.
Well, he's got to watch himself now. I mean, that's 2 fouls already, and he can't afford another one.
Clarkson, he's checked in for Rodney Stuckey.
Komm, Junge, hier. Aufpassen jetzt mal. Jawohl, Rückspiel.
Kevin, here we can get a good look at Indiana and what kind of numbers they've put up these last 10 games. First and lowest turnovers a game.
Nicht schlecht.
First in opponent points per game. And they also show up in the top 5 in free throw shooting. That's elite level marksmanship at the stripe.
And what's most impressive out of all those numbers, Clark, is the few turnovers that they commit. Because now all of a sudden you're executing, you're putting a lot of
Gut, Junge, zweite Chance auch genutzt.
They know they're not going to force a lot of steals and get out in transition.
Führung wieder da.
Rondo against Hill. Biombo kicks to Wallace.
Aufpassen auf unseren Jungen hier.
Sullinger a screen on Hill. Rondo dishes to Wallace. Basket is good.
103 gemacht. 5:4. So schnell kann der Lead changen.
Now here is Hill. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And George kicks to Clarkson. Clock at 6. Deep 2 from Hill. That misses. So
na, hat er besser gestanden.
Outside Rondo. Biombo kicks to Bradley. There's a screen.
Wir müssen hier defenden, damit wir wieder in Ballbesitz kommen. Ich will im ersten Viertel nach Möglichkeit nicht weit zurückliegen am Ende. Scheiße, noch ein Dreier rausgehauen. Glaubt einen doch keiner. Gut.
Hibbert's got his second basket.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
Timeout.
Indiana making some changes. Mahinmi's checked in for Hibbert. West comes in for George. TJ Miles in for George Hill. And then for
Komm,
Boston,
Junge.
Jeff Taylor, he's checked in for Jared Sullinger. Thornton comes in for Avery Bradley. And Smart subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Now here's Smart.
Das gibt's doch nicht, die treffen doch jeden.
And his work on the glass, certainly noteworthy. I mean, he contributed in a number of ways.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what Frank Vogel had to say to his team. He told his guys that they're
Hey, schon mal was von Foul gehört?
Coach wants him to go from one of the key guys to the key guy. And from the way he responded in the huddle, I think he's up to the challenge. The other thing he stressed was the need to be disciplined on offense. He asked for good ball movement and good shot
Gut.
selection. We'll be watching how
Wow.
these adjustments work. Kev, there's still a lot of time left in this game.
Thanks again, Doris. And so here is Indiana after Gerald Wallace's miss. West kicks to Miles. Here's Little General. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
Gut gemacht, Junge. Wieder auf 2 Punkte ran.
I like that.
Yeah, me too, Clark. I think anytime you have success pounding the ball inside, you got to continue to go to the well.
Now here's Smart. Marcus Thornton on the wing. Biombo in the post. Mahinmi on him.
Rebounded.
By the Little General.
Miles.
That was a good rebound right
Nein.
there. They haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Well, they've got to meet the energy that they're facing right now. So important to battle on the boards.
Shot by Taylor, no good.
So dumm.
Here's Clarkson.
Okay, okay, wir liegen nur 2 zurück nach dem ersten Viertel. Das ist jetzt halb so schlimm, sage ich mal. Irgendwie kriegen wir es hin.
And we'll be back right after this. And welcome back to the 2K Sports broadcast of the NBA, celebrating Martin Luther King Day. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr.
Wir sind auf der Bank. Keine Anweisungen. Wir führen dicke auf einmal. Sehr gut. Da hat sich auf der Bank sein nochmal gelohnt.
On the floor for Boston. Speedy backcourt of Rondo and Bradley. Wallace is out there with.
Vielleicht sollten wir gucken, dass wir dem Spiel auch mal unseren Stempel aufdrücken. Sprich, selber mal auf dem Scoreboard auftauchen.
Sullinger's got 6.
Ran his man straight into that screen to open the lane up for the hoop.
There's the dish to Hibbert. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Ja, gibt halt Freiwürfe. Gut für uns, schlecht für den Gegner und das ist immer schön.
They've come out in attack mode defensively, applying
Super.
pressure and stealing the ball repeatedly.
You know, adding on to that, they've done a great job of challenging and changing shots in this first half, and they've got
Super.
some blocks as well. Really
10 Punkte Unterschied.
game for Hibbert. He's got 8 points and 2 steals as well.
Sullinger a screen on Hill. Bradley drives in.
Oh, ich hab gefoult, scheiße. Und zwar ein schlechtes Foul, weil er jetzt nochmal einen Freiwurf bekommt. Zusätzlich zu den 2 Punkten, die er gemacht hatte. Oh nein.
Pacers leading by 7. Hill kicks to George. Pass to Little General.
Wieder dasselbe wie die ganze Zeit mit dem Stil beim Versuch an ihm vorbeizudribbeln. Da sind wir richtig schwach. Im 1:1. Alter, wir müssen wenigstens ein paar Blocks oder Rebounds oder so machen. So wir schon keine Punkte machen. So gar nichts machen ist scheiße. Oh, jetzt haben sie wieder gestealt, ey. Total nice.
Stuckey against Bradley. Stuckey kicks to George. Steps back and fires. And it's George again missing.
Scheiße.
That's his comfort zone, so defensively, really nice job challenging the shot.
Rondo with it. He's picked up by Hill.
Rebound.
Missed by the Celtics.
Almost surprised that he had that much room to
Stuckey.
Stuckey kicks to Hibbert. The pass to Hill. Stuckey outside. It's back to Hill. Fires from deep. And Boston with
Nichts
the
mit dem Rebound.
Kevin, just enough presence to bother that three-point attempt there.
Well, for a guy that shoots like he does, I mean, I'd say that
Aufpassen.
Wallace with a screen for Rondo. Sullinger a screen on Hill. Bradley drives in. Taylor passes to Bradley.
Sehr gut. Wurfzeitüberschreitung.
The Pacers making a switch here. Now here is Hill. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. 3 seconds left.
Nichts mit Rebound, schade. Aber dafür ist jetzt die erste Halbzeit im Kasten. Wir haben eine dicke Führung von 10 Punkten. Und so muss das sein letztendlich.
Indiana out in front, leading by 10. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, Roy, what's been working?
Nee, bitte schön, danke.
Okay, fellas, nice job sticking to the plan in the first half. Now let's widen the gap and get these fans even more fired up. For the most part, we played an intelligent first half. Our passing has been crisp.
Ja, bla bla bla. Im Grunde genommen will er uns nur sagen, dass wir so weiterspielen sollen.
Welcome back, folks. Thank you.
Keine Anweisung, wie ich gesagt habe.
Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade, as there is more basketball in store. You have to like what we're seeing from Roy Hibbert.
Yeah, he's been a revelation here.
Yeah!
Scoring almost at will there in the half.
Hard to
Auch mal gepunktet.
For the next 2 quarters, but you never know.
Little General in at power forward. Rodney Stuckey out there with Hill. Then it's Paul George. And it's
wir waren aber dran am Verteidigen.
Starting the second half for Frank Vogel. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Thanks, Kevin. Little General in the last game against the 76ers was a
Yeah.
big factor. He finished with 8 points and played some lockdown defense as well, causing havoc on both ends of the floor. A performance like this was just the trick his team needed to snap their losing streak.
Doris, thank you. Well, guys, you know, he made...
Jetzt heißt das, wir dran schuld werden, dass wir die Losing Streak, also die Niederlagenserie durchbrochen hätten. Ist irgendwie nicht so richtig, aber hört man trotzdem gerne. Na komm, den zweiten könntest du verhauen, das wäre doch nice. Oh shit.
And like you said, Steve, we'll find out tonight whether it continues.
And it's Hill penetrating. Jared Sullinger grabs the board.
Scheißendreck. Komm wieder zurück, Junge. Zurück.
Trying his luck deep.
Und er macht das, ein Dreier auch noch, ey. Böse.
Okay,
wir bleiben drinnen, das ist gut.
Locked in from behind the arc, guys. He's in the top 20 in the NBA in three-point field goal percentage.
And Steve, I think we should take a look back at his top 10 steals ranking that you mentioned a bit ago. I mean, that's impressive. This guy gets it done. Jumps the passing lanes when approaching.
Yeah, das ist doch meine Antwort.
Their second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Bleibt bei 10 Punkte Unterschied. Druck auf die Werfer ausüben. Na, aber immerhin gute Defense.
He also told them that he wants to see multiple passes on every possession. He said that was the key to getting the best shot each time down. Clearly some adjustments there had to be made because the time left for a comeback is quickly running out. Kevin, over to you.
Thanks, Doris. Shot clock at 6.
Er hat's gemacht, super. Immer noch 10 Punkte Unterschied. Sau nice.
Yeah, they got a great chance to go ahead and close this game out because their offense is really clicking right now.
Defense, defense, defense.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Yambo dishes to Sullinger. Puts up the baby hook and it's busted.
Mann, es läuft zwar unter gute Defense, aber wir verteidigen nicht richtig. Keine Blocks oder so. Rebounds auch nicht.
Hill kicks to Stuckey. Outside, George. To the inside, Little General.
Scheiße, ey.
And the Celtics going the other way now.
Den hätten wir machen müssen. Gut, wie er da nochmal hingegangen ist. Okay, wieder wechseln hier rüber. Bisschen ausruhen. 3 Minuten noch ungefähr in dem Viertel. Rebounded.
The Pacers have gone 4-6 from the field since the start of the third. Stuckey kicks to Hill, feeds it to George. It's back to Hill. Stuckey against Wallace. Here's Little General.
Foul bekommen. Nee, Turnover. Was? Schrittfehler? Willst du mich verarschen? Wurden das? Boah, ey. Glaubt einem doch keiner.
They've been on a defensive tear lately, allowing so few points, and I think it's the energy with which they play.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Mahimi's checked in for Hibbert. West comes in for George. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Rodney Stuckey. And it's Clarkson in for Hill. The 11-footer out there won the NBA.
Okay, es sind nur noch 6 Punkte Unterschied auf einmal, was früher mal 10 waren. Wir müssen langsam wieder einen Lauf starten. Bisschen Weg frei gemacht gehabt. Raus hier. Der hätte es vorher werfen sollen. Meiner Meinung nach. Ah, 4 Punkte.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but their cutting, their movement together as a unit that's led to that.
Danke dir.
Baseline try.
Yeah.
Buries the jump shot. 6 points for Little General. Clark, the coach, was really passionate.
Aber 3 Turnover sind schon zu viel.
You know, and I'm not sure what he wanted exactly, but he did it with enough fire that I'm guessing he's not going to be happy.
Gefoult, gutes Foul, soll er sich verdienen an der Linie.
Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Taking a look at Boston. They're 6th right now in the conference with lots of time to make a move. And of course the Pacers, 4 games back.
Looking at Indiana, they just
Entschuldigung,
haven't shown
den
the
glaube ich
kind
ein
of
bisschen
toughness
Schluck
and
auf.
resilience I expected to see
Und
from them
zumindest
this
einen einzelnen
year.
Hickser gehabt.
When they face some adversity,
Miles.
they haven't been able to fight through it.
Which is really the difference between good teams and great teams, Clark. There's always going to be adversity for everybody. It's how you fight through it that really defines who you are as a team.
Rebounded.
On the board. There's no disputing that.
Nochmal Miles.
Still anybody's game though.
51 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Takes it from 10.
Ja, super.
Little General's got 8 here in the quarter.
Läuft doch hier, Junge.
Smart kicks to Biombo.
Nein! Oh, egal, macht nichts. Trotzdem 5 Punkte Unterschied.
Well, as far as the defense goes, Clark, that is not what's going to keep them in this league.
Yeah, but from the other perspective, you can see just how much that dunk pumped those players up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I agree, guys. I
Danke.
sense a little bit of a momentum shift here.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Clarkson.
Geh raus.
Miles.
Danke.
Rejected by Taylor.
Scheiße.
They force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Habe ich mir den Ball noch erfingert und dann kriege ich hier einen erzählt von wegen Wurfzeitüberschreitung. Super gut. 10 Sekunden noch. Gleich das dritte Viertel rum.
9 seconds left here in the third quarter. On the wing, Thornton. With 2 seconds left.
Foul.
It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And the defense
Bitter irgendwo.
protect the rim at all costs.
Aber was soll's.
Foul to save the layup. Make him earn it at the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
76% of the stripe for him to this point of the season.
The first one falls. And the Celtics making a change here. And
Beide gemacht. Nur noch 3 Punkte Unterschied. 2,1 Sekunde.
Here's Clarkson.
Und dick vorbei. Jetzt kommt's drauf an. Wie immer. Viertes Viertel. Harter Fight. Wir müssen entscheiden, wer gewinnt. Indiana oder Boston. Gelb gegen Grün. Wer wird gewinnen? FDP oder die Grünen? An und für sich bin ich für keine von beiden. Naja, es war schon ein gutes Zuspiel. Zum Offensivrebound sollen wir gehen.
Tremendous passing. It's the rhythm and flow that occurs that makes this a beautiful game.
And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Speedy backcourt of Rondo and Bradley. Wallace out there with Bismack Biombo.
Super, Junge.
And it's Thornton in at the 3 slot.
Lauf jetzt, lauf jetzt.
Hill against Rondo. Hill kicks to Stuckey.
Gut, Stuckey. Super, das ist doch mal ein Start nach Maß.
Hill's got his 6th assist on the night.
I tell you what, you don't want to allow too many of those kinds of baskets with the game on the line.
Now, this is when defenses have to protect the basket with everything they've got. Force the offense to shoot from the perimeter.
Passes it to Wallace. On the wing, Thornton.
Schön.
And it's Paul George.
George, du kannst den doch nicht einfach umhüppen.
Roy Hibbert's
Das ist gegen ihn geflogen, ey. Drück jetzt einfach mal die ganze Zeit Viereck. Hat nichts genutzt. Aber George war das, ne, Hibbert ist es. War dazwischen.
I like it though. I mean, it's an aggressive play. Heads up defending to deflect it away.
And Thornton kicks to Bradley. Just 5 on the clock.
Die wollen unbedingt gute Punkte machen.
Puts it up from 12.
Oh nein.
About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Hill dishes to Stuckey. It's back to Hill. He feeds it to George. Stuckey outside. Back to George. 6 on the shot clock.
Rebounded.
Goes back up.
Nochmal.
Here's Little General.
Und diesmal geht er rein. Bam.
And the Pacers lead by 5.
That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball.
Immer noch 5 Punkte Unterschied.
Yeah, Clark, they've been more active and more physical down low, and I think that's been the difference.
Bradley drives in, and Hibbert with
Oh,
the
Mann.
and he's able to get it back. Wallace the pass to Thornton.
Langsam müssen sie.
Outside Rondo.
Okay, waren wir nicht richtig dran.
Love what I'm seeing from them in the paint.
Scheiße, scheiße.
You know, that mid-range jump shot is not his strong suit, even when he gets a good look like that.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Back to Bradley.
Defense, Defense. 3 Minuten 35 noch. Großen und Ganzen.
Outside for Thornton. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Offensive rebound. Yambo dishes to Rondo. Wallace outside. Back to Rondo. Wallace with the ball. Now guarded by the little general. Biombo kicks to Wallace. He dishes it to Thornton. Now the feed to Rondo. Stolen by George.
Jawohl. Gut gemacht, George.
To the middle. Here's
Toller Pass.
powered down after the assist.
Wieder 7 Punkte Unterschied.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof.
Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
Ausgetrickst.
Launches a three. And
Und
that
er
one's
macht's.
good.
Confident and composed on the three-point
Nur noch
shot
4.
at the critical juncture. Clutch.
Indiana leading by 4. Hill up top. He's covered by Rondo. George passes to Hill. To the paint. Rondo with the steal.
Aber er hat's versucht, auch wenn wir den blöd angefordert hatten.
Here's Thornton.
George gefoult. Soll er sich's verdienen?
I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second half, despite trailing in this game.
Well, you know, that's when you need to be most aggressive when you're down. Another good job of drawing contact and getting to the line. You know, it's been
Und er hat
a bad
beide
day for
gemacht.
them at the line
Schade,
today
nur
as a
2
whole.
Punkte Unterschied.
Far too
2 Minuten 12 noch.
That's the case for this team.
Sellinger's checked in for the Celtics. Bradley's checked in for Marcus Thornton.
Fast Breaks laufen, okay.
For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Hill kicks to Stuckey. Hill with it. 2 minutes. 1:56 left to play in the final quarter. Shot clock at 6. Little General to pass to Hill. Indiana again missing.
Schade.
Quite a funk here, Clark.
Jetzt müssen wir Defense machen. Defenden. Ohne... Ja, super. Sag ich und lass ihn zum Wurf kommen mit einem Dreier, der ihn in Führung bringt. Scheiße. 8 Punkte in der letzten Zeit gemacht. Und wir 0. 8er Run.
Wallace against George. Back to Stuckey. Unloads from 13.
Super.
A shot's good on the assist by George. That's 10 points for Rodney Stuckey.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they built.
Keine Anweisung, okay. 1 Minute 20 noch. Wir sind halt nur noch mit einem Punkt vorne. Im Grunde genommen ist es so offen wie nie. Und da haben sie es schon wieder. Scheiße.
Right there for the taking, but we've got to play with purpose and precision. Kevin, can they get it done?
Hill dishes to Stuckey. Wallace against George. And here is Stuckey. On the wing, George. Wallace covered.
Ausgeboxt. Nicht so gut. Wenn die jetzt in Führung gehen, sehen wir ganz schön alt aus. Also noch weiter ausbauen, meine ich. Ohne Worte. Ohne Worte, ey.
What is on the line here?
Well, how about the intensity and focus of the crowd here?
So loud in this place. Here's Hill. The shot is off. So the Celtics will take it the other way. Just 1 second
Gut.
between the shot clock and game clock, and now they decide to foul intentionally.
Das ärgert mich gerade wie die Pest, ey.
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Gut, Stuckey. Problem ist nur, dass wir eh nicht rankommen werden, wenn das so weitergeht.
And so he drops them both.
Scheiße.
It's a 5-point game.
two-possession game now, guys.
So bitter.
Very important free throws there.
Outside, George.
Na, er muss das probieren. Ist eh jetzt gelaufen. Bitte.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And the second free throw.
Nochmal gerebounded. Stucky.
And here comes Stucky to stop the run. Outside Hill. Lets it go from deep. Can't hit.
Well, that's certainly not who I expected
Naja,
to corral that.
ich meine, wenn wir nicht treffen, sind wir selber schuld.
Celtics with the W.
Anders ist es nicht.
They saw, they conquered.
Hey, Kevin, to me, any win.
Gerald, this game.
Bitte.